When DE announced their Conclave mode years ago, like most of us, I was very optimistic for what a PvP could do in Warframe. But after a few matches here and there, I quickly reached a conclusion that the current Conclave model designed by DE will not function the way a PvP should function in Warframe. And of course, DE can fix these things by making a couple of changes. Hello everyone, it's DE here, sharing a piece on what DE can do to revive the current Conclave modes while we prepare for the Frame Fighter, which of course in this case is another iteration of PvP in Warframe. Now if we compare DE to most companies out there are several things they did better than some of your AAA titles. However, player versus player is not one of them, not even close. Now while DE is headed in a great direction, it is important to identify the problems and that will help us in fixing it. Over the years, I have played many PvP games, and while it is not always fair for the most part, most companies try to stick to a doctrine to make a PvP game fun by balancing the playing field, or leveling the playing field as most people will call it. This is the first problem in this game mode, the first problem we have with the current Conclave mode. It is true that most of the requirements of Conclave is based on skills, but the game mode continues to fail because it is not solely based on skills, but on the mods you have on your Warframe and your weapon. The use of mods in Warframe Conclave modes have eliminated the fun within. A strategy that worked for a PvE model will not work for a PvP model in Warframe. Now I know most of you will ask, what about games like MOBAs that use cards or a card-based system or a different kind of system, or games like Paladin? Unfortunately, the dynamic of how Warframes and their abilities function will not allow that kind of fair play. These games are able to use those cards because their characters are grounded in a different way. Warframe is a game about super ultra powerful space ninjas with arcane abilities. That enough will trump any MOBA cards you can get your hands on, and this is also what results in the lack of player retention. Chances are, if you jump into any match and get your ass kicked the first time, you will want to go back into another match or the same match with the hope that you might get someone else or the same person, because in your mind, you are thinking you almost had them the last time. Now imagine if the same person has access to mods that will take you years to farm. This means the odds will always be in their favor, and this is also what brings us to the next problem, which of course in this case will be the Conclave reputation. Mods in general are not bad if everyone in Conclave has access to it. Players can mod based on their playstyle, just like someone deciding to use crits versus someone deciding to use status. But in the current reality, you need Conclave reputation to get a lot of these items. You have to play Conclave, but guess what? No one is playing Conclave, and that means you cannot get those items because there is no way for you to get those reputations. I've had several times when I jump into a Conclave mission and waited 5 minutes, then left because I couldn't find anyone to jump in. I think DE will be better off implementing some of the strategies of the Index and the Rathum. Use Warframe Spectres in this game mode if no one else is playing, and just switch them whenever someone else joins in. This way players can jump in anytime and play with bots if they have to, just like we did in the old Dark Sector modes where you are able to defend your clans and you're able to play against their specters. And if DE wants to maintain the current mods that they have in the Conclave rewards, I think the best way is to make those mods available from the very beginning and give players a slightly upgraded version whenever they rank up or the higher they level up. This will bring more players to the game mode knowing that you have the chance against the next person, and also knowing that you can still progress if there is no one playing. Sure, some of you will disagree with this, but I would love to read some of your comments and your suggestions down below. Thank you very much guys for watching this video, hope you enjoyed this piece, and if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, go ahead and do so you don't miss any of these amazing and interesting topics. Thank you very much for watching, hope you guys like this, and I'll see you on the next one.